I'm sure
I
everyone's
know.
sitting at home, very excited.
Well, since we there used to be a way to directly stream onto Facebook, so people could watch it on Facebook. But
Yeah.
last year, they changed their. Hang on 1 second. Let me just re-add it.
Sure.
How do I do that? 1 second.
It's all good.
How do I add it? Edit. How come it's saying it's not working?
Because it's late at night.
I don't know what it is. It's too bad. I got to figure out what to do. What to do. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I clicked it, but I didn't make it to go. But
I did. I want to. I was trying it out. Yeah. So anyway, we're live. We are live.
Excellent. Yeah.
I don't know why. Logos. Yeah. It's nice. How are things, buddy? Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm heading out to the Maritimes tomorrow because we have a match in Dartmouth, Atlantic Marksman, on Sunday, and the Maple Seed on the Saturday. So I was, awesome. I have that crappy old 2005 Ram 1500. That's always problematic. So
you're gonna drive, right?
I always drive. So I was welding up an exhaust. I was changing the oil and adding some friction modifier to the limited slip in the back. And that's just the bare minimum of the stuff I have to do. Yeah, so that's all done.
It's a good idea to do that right before a road trip, right?
Yeah. I was going to change a front inner tie rod end, but I thought that'd be too adventurous for the night before. But
that's like mounting a brand new scope the day before a match.
That's normal. Go wrong, right? Actually, the best is folks from your side, Corey, doing barrel swap outs the night before a match.
Yeah. That's
Corey and Rick. They're the best.
Yeah, usually it doesn't work out too well, but there's always valuable learning moments with every experience.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Oh, I am the master of that.
It's never worked out for me. One day I'm going to take shooting seriously again, and then I'm just going to be a total jerk, or even more of a jerk than I am now. Like ruthless dedication to self-improvement. It's
I still have heard like you've got this whole issue with everybody back east there. They're kind of almost getting ready to blacklist you off their ranges.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I'm a prima donna. No, I don't know. I was talking to one of the suppliers for Lapua SK out east because I'm visiting him Friday. First Precision. Yeah, they bring in ammunition in the last, let's say, 14 months, 10 million rounds. 10 million rounds.
Ooh,
and that's not even enough.
No,
like we account so CRPS, ORPS, and Maple Seed probably account 4 to 6 million rounds.
Wow.
Because our CRPS schedule, there's 26 events this year, maybe 30 events this year.
Yeah.
Right. And it's going to be 150 a round, right? And we have the new shooter. Right. Yeah. So, and then there's practice,
I know, guys.
Right? And there's outlaw, and then plus guys, NRL guys.
Yeah, well, I know guys out here are buying this stuff by the case.
I know,
long range and stuff,
and there's none available.
No,
like long range match.
I got 6 bricks left for the season. Like that's it.
There you go. I know.
So I'm practicing with like SK standards and stuff.
We started that Tesro Rimfire Paper Precision, that paper punching series at class small bore, basically 50 and 100.
Yeah.
So that's 250 rounds per event as a shooter. That's half a brick. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well, so there's like $60 right there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at that.
Well, it depends what you're shooting. Hey, let me get this kicked off.
Yeah.
Episode 8. All right, stand by, Lyle.
Fuck, I look good.
Which one? You look great, man. Here we go. Let's feel like summer. I love that intro video, man. Good
Comes
times.
up.
There was a bunch of Campbell River in there. There was Kamloops in there.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of Sherwood Park, a little bit of Chad's, a lot of out west matches out there. Hey,
Isn't
welcome
it?
to season 4, episode 8. Lyle McGregor from Vancouver Island Precision is joining us tonight to chat about the Vancouver Island Rimfire Precision scene. But before we get into what Lyle's got cooking, let's talk about what's new at Tesro. The Rimfire
Yeah.
Nation podcast is proudly presented by Tesro. So, for those that don't know, Tesro is a retailer, online retailer, who provides a lot of precision shooting equipment. Um, and part of what makes them special is that they're nice people. It's a family-run, Canadian family-run business out of Ottawa area, and the nicest people in the world. And let's present. So every Wednesday now, they seem to be, well, it used to be every Tuesday, but every Wednesday they present. Oops, hang on. Sorry, they send a newsletter.
Yeah. Big
And
drops today. Big drops.
big drops. So I don't know if you know what we always talk about it. Tesro builds. Tesro builds from mild to wild, CZ457 based rimfire actions, fully barreled out with IBI barrels, and these things are tech drivers. Once you made up, arguably they out of the box, the CZ barrels shoot very well. Maybe not the profile you want, but certainly as you approach the higher levels of competition, you need something that is just a little bit tighter in its precision and accuracy. So that's where the CZ457 builds from Tesro comes in, and you can get it with an XRS all the way up to the ACC Elites, depending on what your budget is. And I know I spoke to Asmer. I know they're expecting a major Ely resupply this month. Lapua is still, I think, it's on a container somewhere. So you've got to sit tight for that. What else is there? Lapua restock. If you have the budget, Lapua ammo is pretty cool. Have you ever tried any of the Lapua, Lyle?
I have actually.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've tried the rimfire stuff. I found it not much different than the SK
Okay.
in mine. Like I've standardized
What,
on the
what's
T1.
what's your SK ammo model that you shoot?
Oh, it's long range.
Oh, SK long range. That is such a popular. Everyone loves long range.
It's so compatible with everything.
Yeah.
And I did buy, and I have to thank Darren at Gunsmoke and Campbell River for suggesting this.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm building a 6BR, or I built a 6BR for centerfire
Nice.
PRS.
Nice.
And by the time you price out all the components, Darren's like, you know what, man? Just buy like retail ammo from Tesro. Buy the 6BR ammo from them. It's like $2 a shot or something like that, or $1.75 a shot. But by the time you buy the brass, buy the component, prep it, put it all together, you could just buy pre-made ammo at retail, and it's almost the same price as making it yourself. So if you want to collect your brass and get going,
what is your time worth? That's the other side.
Exactly.
Of it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And again, if you're not shooting, 100 matches a year, then it's not that bad. So
yeah, you can tune it out for sure. But even if you're doing your initial collection of your brass, like your first 300 or 400 pieces, the Lapua stuff is fantastic.
Yeah. So I wonder if they've got 6 Creed ammo. I've got to check because actually maybe let me check now. That's right. Let's see.
Well, those guys have been dialing it. They've got so much of my money over the last few years. Doing this for 7 years, and it's probably like $1,000 a year to those guys. Which that's just one vendor, right? So it's
they do have 6 Creed.
Yeah.
Box of 20, $55, $56 for a box of 20. It's like $2 a round almost.
Yeah, that's market appropriate. It's not gross.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can do that. Good. Well, I will because IBI and Ultimatum Precision sent us a demo centerfire rifle in preparation for having the the Deuce 2.0 show up here too. So
Man,
we'll be able to demo that on the line this year.
sweet.
So
Yeah,
that'll be good. So that'll be with us as we make our way across Canada this year. So I'm looking forward to
excellent. My
putting that out.
my co-match director is here. So
Ah,
hey, Rick, just grab a chair and come in.
nice.
Yeah, Rick Sharples. So
The
Rick's
man,
just
the
going to
myth,
grab a
the
chair and come
legend.
in and join us.
Nice. Perfect.
Well, grab a chair. Come in. Grab a chair.
Come on in, buddy.
As you know, it takes
Yeah.
beers. Nice. It takes multiple people to put on a match.
Yep.
Right? Am I just going to segue? Oh, sure.
Hey, Rick. How's it going, buddy?
Good, Rick. You?
Awesome, man. Awesome.
You know,
I
I
love
can
Rick.
sit down.
Rick is
Oh,
cool.
he's solid.
Rick is good people.
So, yeah. So, like, what we do out here, and do you want to just segue into what we're doing?
Yeah. Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Been meaning to get you guys on every year. It's always good to catch up, see what's going on, and it is an amazing scene on the island.
Yeah.
You guys are so lucky. You don't have to go to the mainland anymore unless you want some variety, really. Right?
You know, Josh and those guys, Josh and Ryan McLean, like from MDT, those guys, and Ryan Stacy from IBI, they put on epic matches.
They do.
And they do stuff that we can't do on the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we don't have to go to the mainland, but why wouldn't you want to when they put on such great shows? And we try to...
that ferry ride is brutal, man. It's like almost $200 a trip for me with a trailer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like we can't... It's hard to do... We can go up to... like when Michael Bay up in Squamish started doing some matches.
Yep.
We could catch like the 5 o'clock in the morning ferry out of Nanaimo and drive like a maniac to get to Squamish and get there to shoot the match.
Nice.
But anything out in Chilliwack or Abbotsford or like, you know, further out, it's an overnight trip.
Yeah.
And there's not necessarily camping where
That's
people
too bad.
go.
That's a game changer. Camping. Marriage pretty good for camping.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. That's a commitment.
So,
I understand, but you got choices, which is nice. I heard Campbell River's opening up. Campbell River's opening up this year. Nice. Hopefully some stuff happens there this year or in the next few years.
Yeah, we had the president down checking out our PRS matches in Courtney and what we do. He just kind of wanted to wrap his head around it.
Yeah.
And once he saw it, he's like, oh, I get it. Like, let's open up the 200-yard range to this.
Nice.
They've got a 600-yard, which is prone only.
Yeah.
And like that's baffles and overshoots and stuff like that. That's just the way they had to do it for the game. But they have a 200 range. It doesn't have that. And I'm not sure if that's been opened up yet or not. But the guys from Gunsmoke, so Joe and Darren are members of the club there.
Okay.
Joe was actually president last year, but there's a new president. So they're really gunning to get things going. And of course, we are like literally just down the street.
Yeah.
It's about an hour 15 to get there, hour 20.
Yeah, no, not even an hour from here to the range.
Okay, so an hour to the range. So like it's easy for us to help them set it up. And we've already got like the marketing machine and you know, we're not going to start hauling equipment up there, but we could definitely do steel for a bit anyway.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to build props. I mean, there's all kinds of props up there.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
there's no shortage.
They've got the space where we could probably do like some big rocks as well, which is one thing we don't have in Courtney is just being able to prop on some rocks. I would really.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I know.
So it's all wood.
Rocks and logs, man.
Yeah,
that is the bane of my existence. Yeah, I think about it, like so. This is year 7, and I can't keep using the same props all the time. So finding new props and new ways to shoot the old props is such a that's the biggest part of my match directing course of fire is, how do we make that happen? So far so good. We've been able to come up with some cool stuff. So yeah, it's always fresh every year.
Yeah, well, I'm lucky out here as a match director because Rick being a co-director, so Rick is the creative genius behind all of our prop designs and all of our stage designs and all the setup and stuff. I mean, we bounce a little bit of stuff back and forth, but like maybe 5%, and just Rick does everything else. So it's a really neat way that we've got our labor divided. where I'm doing the marketing, the front end, and trying to get everybody signed up and organizing the events and ordering stuff and like all the administration around things, right? And then Rick's in the background. He's like building the props. He's building. You got the new strap system, so our targets don't go flying. Very creative prop design. Sometimes a little bit too creative for my liking, but never a boring match.
That's it.
If we're not doing a cookie cutter like an ORPS or an NRL 22, we shoot Pro Series for the extra points. Hooked up with Shane and those guys down in the States. Lisa brought that back from the NRL 22 Nationals last year.
Nice.
We thought, with Josh doing PRS series on the mainland, well, there's no need for us to do that here because then we're going to start diluting the shooters marketplace.
Right.
But no one was doing pro up here. It's relatively unknown and small, but in the States, I think they're pushing close to 60 clubs now.
Nice.
All in the Midwest. And Shane's been really, they've been really, really supportive at getting us going. And so it gives us a chance to do like creative stuff with ours. And then we can still have the cookie cutter stuff for beginners and stuff. It's a really neat mix between everything. Nice.
That's the beautiful part. Now you have your choice of where and when to shoot, what to shoot. You guys don't have a lot of center. You guys don't have a lot of center fire on the island though yet, right?
We don't have the distance.
No.
That's the thing. Is like there's like the not center fire PRS, but there's like the Dominion rifle stuff and like the what do they call the ones with the military? It had to be service rifle competitions.
Yep.
So there's some service rifle that happens here on the island. Anything with distance is military, and we can't get onto it. There is some talk about a mid-island military range maybe open to some PRS stuff up to 600.
Yeah, is Mark working on that?
Yeah, Mark is working on that, and I'm not sure if there's anybody at an Nanaimo working there right now or not. But yeah, that was Mark's idea.
Cool.
So.
Yeah,
it would be cool.
We're trying to bring in. So we run a King of 2 mile, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how to do kind of rimfire long range at 100, 200, 300, and 400 using military butts.
Yes. Same challenge.
So that would be exactly. So that's the cool part. I think if we can get people to sign off on that, because it's the same caliber, same diameter as a 223 round, right? So theoretically, any of the military ranges would be open. But anyway, so Summer Sizzler.
Yeah, it's her second.
When is it? It's in.
So
June?
It is in
July?
June.
It's
in June, so it won't be as sizzling as it was last year. We moved it up. Last year was our first year, and we tried to do like a 3-day thing. And I mean, I come from an IPSC background, so when you do like provincials and stuff like that, there's like 2 shoot days and 1 work day. So I tried setting up a model like that last year when we got going.
Nice.
But it was the model's been proven, but we just didn't have enough people to make it all work.
Okay.
So I think we opened it up for 60, which is pretty ambitious. We ended up with 32, I think. No, a little bit less than that, maybe 28 last year.
It was a good crowd.
It was a great crowd.
Everyone had a great time.
Yeah, you dropped in. Yeah. So it was a good crowd. But some of the feedback we got from a lot of people was like 3 days is too much. If you're working and then you have to travel to get here, and obviously they're not committed to the sport is really what the problem is there. It's got nothing to do with the days. They just don't have the commitment. Because I'm taking the time off work, as is Rick. So why doesn't everybody else?
I drove 5,000 kilometers to get there.
Exactly. And even snuck a wedding in there at the same time. It was amazing.
That's true. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So we took some lessons from last year and tried to scale it around a little bit. So we've got a Friday evening, registration. You can zero your rifle on Friday afternoon.
Nice.
We're gonna have some apps and snackies in the clubhouse.
Nice.
For those people who don't know our property, our 188 acre range is located right on Comox Lake.
Your country
and
club.
our main clubhouse overlooks the Comox Glacier. It's epic. Like, we rent it out for weddings and stuff like that. So
You guys have probably the most beautiful range in Canada.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
like it's a resort.
You can argue with me.
Yeah.
I mean, our even our shotgun facilities. We've got four fields, and the Olympic team trains here. Canadian national team. Half the guys are here shooting stuff. We've got 16 or 18 station sporting clay trail. All it's
got everything. It's got everything. I haven't even seen all of it, but what I've seen is already pretty mind blowing in terms of
I mean,
you can bring the family for a vacation there, and you can shoot, and then spend the rest of the night with them, and spend a few days in a week. Yeah, no,
54 site campground, and our archery section is huge. We got a nice 100-yard field, but we've also got, was it close to high 20s in a 3D trail that goes through like 4 kilometers through the woods.
Oh, I should bring my recurve.
Yeah, it never ends, right? Like, it's just and blessings, like, thank you to the 30 years of development from the OGs that moved there. They had the foresight to move there 30 years ago from town. So that's good.
Amazing. But, so lucky. So how many? So you have two match days for Summer Sizzler? So Friday's the zero confirmation, snacks, appetizers, kind of welcome to the event. We'll have
a social and a couple of pops on Friday night.
Nice.
Some appies and stuff like that. 5 till 8. Nice. Shut her down. I mean, we're old, so it's not going to be staying up too late. Although, mind you, last year we had movie night on Saturday night outside in the campground.
Yeah.
Some of the guys from Vancouver brought a screen and projector.
They're actually bringing 2 movies this year.
2 movies this year. Excellent. So so the people that are camping on site, there's an outdoor theater that they set up to watch it. But our 2 shoot days, we're going to shoot the Saturday, Sunday, 8 in the morning till we're done. 4:30, something like that. Because we're shooting at both ranges, our shotgun folks are going to put together our meals for us. So with your match fees, people get breakfast, lunch, and barbecue dinner on Saturday.
Oh.
And then Sunday they get breakfast and lunch, all hot meals and stuff. So that's included with the match fees. This year we last year we set it up as a fundraiser for Capra.
Yeah.
And Estelle did really well. She was the top lady and top winner. So she ended up with $2,000 to help her for her trip going to the UK this year with the national team.
Nice.
So we're taking this year off the fundraising. We're just kind of focusing on the event. But then next year for Rimfire, we'll be back again fundraising for the national team. We don't have the distance to make it a qualifier, but we've got the shooters and the activities to make it a fundraiser. So that's how we can support our national team.
Perfect. That's good.
But so Sunday.
How do people sign up? What's the website?
We've got multiple domains, but you can just go to islandrimfire.ca.
Let me put the link down.
Yep. islandrimfire.ca or riflematch.ca.
Event schedule.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it simple. Let me put this on there.
Sure.
Save. Show. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's going to drive down through that, but that'll get you to where they need to go. So we got camping on site. We're going to feed everybody. Just got portos for services, but we do have showers in our archery building for people who want to extra clean.
Luxury.
It's pretty glamorous, and all of our shooting areas are covered. So regardless of the weather, whether it's blistering hot or pissing down rain, we've got covered shooting areas.
Nice. So just the MDs get soaking wet.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we watch some of the stuff back east, and I watch like Matt and Dory shoot their stuff. Like, they're just rain gear and sloshing around in the mud.
I know. It's been gross this year. So 5 out of 5 matches so far have been in the rain. Like, not all day, but it's a wet setup for sure, with wet in the early stages, and then it kind of calms down and dries up a little bit toward the end. But it's been it's been a horrible start to the season, weather-wise. They've been great events, but weather-wise, it's been challenging.
Yeah, we've had lousy weather, but all your gear's inside of dry shooting. You're shooting under cover.
That's nice.
Rifles are dry. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a more social. Yeah. Oh, nice. Might as well put a barbecue there for some grilled sausages and little mini hot dogs or whatever.
That's been known to happen on occasion. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, the thing is, we try to. I think with a lot of the things, and I think Josh is doing this on the main line of the PCPRL, is it's really, I mean, the shooting is fun and great, but it's really all about building that community, and building those friendships, and like having that relationship going.
Yeah.
Because it's, unless you play hockey or any of the main sports, like shooting is kind of I don't want to say isolated, but it's a very independent type of game. So to be able to build community around that and know all your familiar faces and call people up just randomly, it's fantastic. And that's something we really try to encourage. And even for new people coming in, even if they can't shoot very well, that's fine. Like, are you having fun? You hanging out with your friends?
You know what? Your first 2 years are the most fun you're ever going to have in the sport. After that, you try to get better, and all you do is think about, oh, I sucked here, I sucked there. So you got to shift your mindset to what it was like in the old days when you started out and everything was exciting and fun. You got to keep it back to grassroots and say, why am I doing this?
So, it's important. I mean, I use out of Washington State, Kaylin and Cass Wojcik do modern day rifleman and modern day sniper down there.
Yeah,
and I'm on their platform and I subscribe to a bunch of stuff and take advantage of their conversations and their online training. And I really like their approach. Like, they use a mindfulness behind the rifle approach and using, rifle craft as your craft. So it's not just like compete. It's like you're developing your craft. Yeah. And they put together a really good online community as well as a really good training program. So
nice.
I've found a lot of inspiration from Kaylin's lectures and podcasts and stuff like that.
Nice. Hey, what kind of training or teaching opportunities are there on the island? Is there much going on there? Are there like Rimfire nights or Rimfire weeks? How do new shooters? Yeah, is there anything like that happening out there?
It's lacking this year. We had a couple of open houses last year where people could kind of drop in. Mike Jones and Kareem and Grant, like those guys in Nanaimo, who are currently not operating this year due to CFO issues and stuff. But they used to run
like that.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, I'm hoping they can work it out, but they had to put baffles up, so I haven't really had an update in the last month or so. Okay. They're kind of on pause right now.
Okay.
But last year, like Mike Jones and Kareem and Grant and
Rick.
Oh yeah, Rick Lonnie. These guys, like, they used to run like the drop-in Sunday afternoon, set up some props, set up some steel, come on out, run some drills. And that was more of a casual drop-in thing. We've definitely done some surveying of members, and that seems to be the next gateway to get people in. Is people have this illusion that a competition is a high pressure thing, and they need to learn how to sort of embrace the suck and just come out and give it your best go.
Yeah, I get it. It's going to be the most. Yeah, it's going to be the most fun you're going to have shooting are your early days. Like ORPS and NRL 22 are perfectly designed for people just getting into the sport to try something out. It's only 5 stages. It's only 100 yards or whatever.
Yep.
And it's easy peasy, and everyone is almost in the same boat. I mean, there's a few guys that are there who are 5-6 year veterans, but for the most part, everyone's just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and that's fun, right? Like, it's ORPS is those matches are just fantastic because they're so simple. They're so straightforward.
They're back to basics.
Yeah, I mean, for new shooters, it's going to be a little bit intimidating for sure.
Yeah.
Well, once you've shot a couple 3 matches, it's like, okay, I just need to figure out how to get my body down that low. Or do this weird thing. And I don't know about you, like, how long do you figure your longest email exchange has been with a new shooter asking questions before they came out? Like, how many months or years do you think you've been for the longest one?
God. It's probably 4 months. this preseason that they were
Oh,
asking. And I just say
pretty good.
because we try to get people like, just come out. I will mentor you.
Yeah.
We'll find a mentor. You don't even
Yeah.
need a rifle. I got some beautiful rifles, free ammo. I got all the bags and bipods. We'll
Yeah.
get you set up. Just show up, buddy. I need to fill seats. Show up.
Yeah.
And we'll get you
Yeah.
blind
We
to
try the
shooting.
same thing.
And then you'll either love it or you'll hate it. But 99.9% of the people love it, and they say, okay, now where do I buy this setup? How do I get that set up?
Yeah.
When's your next
Exactly.
match? So those are the fun parts. So we get about 2 or 3 new shooters every match without fail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's
because we're
fantastic.
drawing from, our main matches are being held in the Ottawa area. So we've got east of Kingston, west of Kingston, and east of Montreal. So 2
Yeah.
hours either direction, 3 hours. People come out. We have guys come out from Toronto, which is pretty far from Ottawa, which is pretty respectable.
Yeah, it's a wee bit of a haul.
Yeah, but people just trying it out. I mean, back in the day when I was in service rifle, we drive. I drive to base board up in Barrie, for
Yeah.
a match, then come back. It's a long day. It's a long day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or go to Valcarce in Quebec City, which is 3 hours. So it's like you going out to Squamish, get up,
Yeah, that's a
go
full.
up, go down.
Yeah,
You
hour
gotta
and a
do
half
it for your,
in the area, an hour and 8 minutes.
there weren't that many opportunities back in the day, but now you can pretty much pick and choose.
Yeah, and I think BC, like we collectively, I mean, I'm sort of late to the game. I'm only 4 years in now, but when Mark Giles started it, he did the first ORPS in Victoria.
Yeah.
Was it CRPS or I can't remember. But Mark Giles was the first one to start this. How many years? Like 6, 7 years ago?
Probably. He was one of the early guys.
Yeah, he was like the first one on the island.
Yeah.
And then the Mammal caught on the year after that, and that's where we pulled in. And that's where I met Rick. I mean, we lived in the same town.
Yeah.
Never met him before. We're both shooting in an ammo match. I was like, hey, you live in Courtney too? Hey, we should hang out. And now we're like,
that's it. Hanging out.
We're hanging out with besties.
I know. It's awesome. It's good when you fight. I mean, this sport brings so many cool people together. And that's, again, I keep saying this every time. The best part of the sport is hanging out with all of you guys, It's all these people who are making it happen, which is
that
so cool.
And the gear. I mean, the toys are nice.
I guess they're all right. They're all right.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that scope you were holding up, Rick? Oh, what was that scope you had?
Oh, that's the new DNT.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice.
That thing. So, yes, the DNT optics. I bought that. I'm pretty sure I got it from Tom up at Go Big Tactical, with an Arkin one piece on there.
Nice.
And it was going to go on my centerfire build, but I've decided not to shoot the centerfire this year. So it's probably going to go on my 457 that I'm building up right now.
Nice.
And
nice.
Or I don't know. I might shuffle it around. You know how it is with glass. But yeah. Nice. And speaking of Tom, like we've got some. Let's talk about sponsors. I mean, I need to take a lesson from you, right? As far as sponsorship's concerned. But Tom at Go Big Tactical, bless him.
Been amazing.
I have no idea. I don't know how he stays in business. He supports so many matches, so many shooters all across Canada. It's amazing.
He took on NRL 22 as title sponsor for the year.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's huge. Yeah. So it's been, he's done that. I mean, he's been great for our crew every match we've had. So, he's a title sponsor for this match. And then, of course, Kevin and Will over at Spearhead. Again, I mean, awesome rifle builders. I've read from the day before my time, but they're
I have one.
Oh,
I have a Two Brothers rifle.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a collector's item.
Yeah, collector's item. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think just like keep on handing out breaks and stuff like that, and giving people deals. I mean, I always make it a point to, if they're giving us like 3, 4, 5, 6 breaks or something like that, I'm gonna buy 1 or 2 myself.
Yeah, sure.
Even as a match director, right? Just like you can kind of pull your gear off the table and stuff, but it's I want to support these guys. It's not a charity, right? So we want to make sure that people get into that. Ryan McLean, he just got back. They had their Penticton match this last weekend, a centerfire match at a new range or a new space. So MDT's in for their Rimfire prize package.
Nice.
I'm not sure what we're going to. It's usually like a 50% off an Elite, and then some, some bipods, some bits and pieces and stuff like that.
Nice.
So, Ryan has been so good. I don't know where he has the time either, right? Like, he's supposed to run promotions. He's busy making all these videos, trying to shoot matches, and now running match director stuff. Like,
he's living the dream, man. He's living the dream.
Yeah, well,
he shoots and match directs. Yeah.
Yeah, and Paige Coster, I mean, she's touring the UK right now. Like,
That's pretty wild.
Yes, it's a pretty sweet gig they have.
What a life. What a life.
So they have all been good. And then we've got a new guy out west here, Eugene. Eugene's Bags. So this guy just started shooting last year. His background is in tech. He works in IT and tech. And he looked at the bags that were out there and he's like, I think I could do something. So we started sewing some bags last year, and I know, again, Mike Jones and Nanaimo picked one up, and I tried it. I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool. He's using some spec light in there. So we ended up, instead, I tried to talk him, of course, into getting some prizes for free, because that's what his job is. But that wasn't going to happen because he's just like a small independent. But we ended up buying like a box of bags off of him, and then he's coming to shoot the match with his son. And he'll hopefully bring some more bags to sell as well. So as we get some photos done of the match and stuff, we're going to put up some Eugene's bags because that's something to watch, I think, in the Canadian market. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's some great guys already doing it. Travis, I guess, Travis over at Boss Gear makes some great product. But I think Eugene's really caught on to something here. And I haven't heard a bad thing about his product. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. Like, it's
you guys have a sponsor page? I didn't see
it. On the main, if you go into the event itself, like if you go to match and event schedule, you drop it down. There's the 2025.
Okay, go big. Yep, gotcha. There it is. Yep.
We run our sponsors down the right hand side.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna add some more. We're going for some smaller ones this year. Like last year, we had some people step up in a huge way, but there's a lot of, I shouldn't say but. And there's a lot of certificates on the table and stuff like that. I always try to set it up with sponsors where they're just not giving stuff away. Like, I want my shooters to put some skin in the game as well. But, like a 20% off cert, But if I can push and get a 50% off cert, it's still going to cost the sponsor a little bit of cash, but it's also going to get the shooter to buy into actually what they're doing and supporting our sponsors versus being like, oh, here's $1,000 scope, and then it just shows up and buy and sell the following week.
Yeah.
We want people to be
known to happen.
It's been known to happen on occasion. So we want, and not that that's a bad thing. I mean, like, congratulations, and if you can get the prize, go ahead and do it. But really, I mean, these sponsorships wouldn't exist if we didn't support their businesses.
Yeah.
So not just like throw in some and put a hashtag on your picture and call it a day. Like, spend some cash. Look at these Canadian guys.
They should have some ROI. That's why they do it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I try to make that a huge focus, and that comes up in our like safety briefings and our match chats and stuff like that. It's like, this is great that they've done this, and go buy some more.
Yeah.
Right. And like, I mean, for example, like Tom last year hooked us up with a bunch of prizes, but at the end of the season, what we do for our league on the island is every match you come and shoot with us, your name goes into a draw. And at the end of the year, we do 2 $1,000 value prize draws.
Nice.
So last year we just bought out of our own like league funds. We just bought $1,000 worth of gift certificates from Tom, cash.
Yeah.
And that went into the pool, and one of our shooters won them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's not free. It's not a giveaway. Like, we're putting our hard-earned money or whatever, our savings into.
$1,000 is a big ticket item. That softens the blow on a lot of nice things.
Yeah, for sure. And that was Joe up at Gunsmoke that won that last year.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to buy gift certificates off of MDT as well to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell gift certificates. And I'm like,
I
want to give you money. Yeah, it's like, I want to give you money so I can give them away. So they said, oh no, you don't do that. We'll just send you a chassis. That was Paige.
Okay.
Oh, we'll just send you a chassis. Okay.
Nice.
So, and it went out to one of our newer shooters. He's been shooting for a couple of years and kind of struggling with his 457 American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
457 American. And he ended up getting that. And it was just like, he's leveled up this year. Like all through the, and it's like, it's really neat to see prizes going to people that really are going to benefit from those.
Yeah. It's amazing. It is a game changer for some people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you get that next level gear, like it's you know, so we have those paper matches, and the morning, so it's only a half day. In the morning of, we have kind of like an ammo testing courtesy of Ely, Lapua, and SK, so they get to try. It's like it's free, right? Ammo's free, so you can try it out, see what your rifle likes. But we also have the nice guns available for them to try out, you know. So you have the guy with a 4.57 American, then he goes puts himself down behind a Rimax with a axle, with a, you know, Troc axle barrel, and, you know, an ACC Elite, and it's just hunkered down 22 pounds of bench rest rifle.
Yeah.
And like you're just putting, you know, ragged groups at 100, and you go, oh man, this is cheating. But you got to carry it.
Yeah. Your first hit's free, and then it just goes downhill from there.
I know, but it's so much fun though. It's pretty amazing. So, hey, how many stages you guys run on that weekend?
We're gonna run 20 stages.
Nice. So 10 and 10.
This is gonna make a long weekend. But what we're doing is we're gonna have like 15 stages is gonna be like the tournament score. Okay. And then we're gonna run the NRL 22 Canada June Course of Fire as well.
Okay, gotcha.
So
cool.
We talked about this actually when you were out here last year, like blending the scores together and stuff.
Yeah.
But the formats are a little bit different. So I've tried it a couple of times. It hasn't ended up too well.
There's a way to do it. I mean, because our X22 challenge is all multi format, multi-discipline, right? So So we just take a percentage. We take their match percentage as their score for that discipline.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you win, you earn 100 points basically, right?
Oh,
and then your percentage based on total. And there's a way to do it in practice score that you can combine all of those together.
I've tried that.
It does work.
Talk about that offline. I've tried that, but it actually delivered two results.
Oh yeah,
like
I know.
It bundled them together, but it's two different matches bundled together. So, but we're using.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. It's a series. It's a match series.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're using impact scoring now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't.
Wow.
Yeah. I found the match setup a little clunky. It was too much input for me. Because you have to indicate the positional changes in there. Like I spent like 5 minutes. Because I want to know if it was for me, and I've got way too many matches to set up to have to relearn something. Because right now I've got it down to, I download the shooters, I build the stages, and we're good, right?
Yeah.
The other one, if it takes me 5 minutes longer, I don't have that kind of bandwidth.
Yeah, fair enough. No,
but I'd love to try it out. I'd love to give it a serious attempt, but I just haven't had the mental capacity to try it out. Maybe when I'm on the road this summer, I'll play around with it.
Yeah, they just launched some upgrades today, which will provide a lot of analysis for the different shooters. Kind of like what Practice Store Competitor does, which I've never been able to figure out how to make work properly. But so these guys have put some analysis stuff in there, and the live scoring, of course, is fun.
Nice.
I don't know. I've followed it a few times. I prefer not to look now because it's just like because you think you're ahead. It was like one match. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in third place. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Then at lunchtime, I'm like, how did I get to 17th?
Yeah. You want the big board. You want the big board displaying, right? Just behind all the stages, just like in golf, where you are.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah,
we'll work on that.
Just a TV screen, big 85-inch.
Yeah, that could work.
Until someone hijacks.
Yeah, so that's our event. You know, I mean, we've got a lot of folk coming. We definitely make it a destination experience.
Yeah,
so people don't just like drop in and do their thing. we haven't really engaged with any vendors at this point. We're just not big enough for that.
Right.
But definitely everyone who's come has had a good time for sure. And
Nice.
we're getting one of the guys from the Australian team's coming to shoot it.
Oh, nice.
As well.
That's always fun.
Yeah, like my computer's
happened
going
to be
off in the
there?
background here. Yeah, the Canadian team's just going down to the NRL Nationals right now, and
Okay.
I'm on their team chat. So
Yeah.
they've we crossed the border at 3:00, no problems. And then Washington guys are going to come up here after that and shoot like a midweek match in Kelowna.
Yeah. Nice.
And then come down and shoot our match the week after.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
it's fun. It's fun to get there.
But
I don't know what else can I say about our match.
It's actually a place where people can come. They can bring their family and kids. Like a couple of guys from Victoria, their kids are going to come with them and their wives, and they're just going to camp out at the lake.
Nice.
And, there's safe swimming, paddleboard, hang out, a little bit of fishing. There's a great fishing pond facility there for kids to go fish off a dock and everything else. So you can actually travel with your whole family, and they can hang out at the lake instead of just sitting at a firing range, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's BCWF Family Fishing Weekend as well.
That same
coincidentally. Yeah, they didn't check with me first with the dates, but so it's BC Family Weekend. So we got a bunch of volunteers out around our trout pond, and they'll be fishing for kids.
That's cool.
So fully stocked trout pond where the kids go down and they're like, you're guaranteed to catch fish. Literally,
yeah.
Captive audience.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a try.
You should come. I think we dumped like 1,000 fish a year into the pond.
Oh, nice. That's wild. Yeah. It is a beautiful venue. It is spectacular, breathtaking. Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to. We've got one of our guys, Kurt Knock Photography, just started shooting with us this year as well, and we're looking forward to getting some B-roll and some footage from him.
Nice.
And putting together a little mix. And we've also got this
promo reel. The promo reel for summer.
Promo reel for sure. It's huge. And then we've also got like Dan Walker out of Nanaimo, who just fixed my CZ stock, thankfully, that I snap in half. He runs a little podcast. What's Infire? Sorry, is it Infire?
No, in range.
In range Rimfire or precision? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dan. So he's helping us with some social media stuff as well, and getting some little videos put together. And he's more of like a 22 guru across the board. He builds up the old Brunos and talks about the woodworking and stuff like that.
Yeah, nice.
But he's been super helpful and kind of just getting things going. And he's a Nanaimo guy as well. So it's really neat crew that we're starting to build of influencers and marketers and stuff. It's got
that's awesome.
Word.
You need that. I mean, you can't do it alone, or you can, but things fall fall in between the cracks, and things don't get done, unfortunately. So it's nice to have quality help.
Yeah, no, it's been a tough year for sure. Because helping out with NRL 22 as a promotions director, trying to wear both hats and not cross over is a big thing. And Tyler Jalbert, who was doing it last year, he bought South Island Precision Rifle League. So he's been just crushing that this year but he's got all the contacts, right? Like he's really leveling up with those guys.
Nice.
So big loss to NRL 22, but great addition for the Alberta shooters.
Yeah.
It's really good matches happening.
Should be a good match. We're gonna have him on in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, he will not be disappointed. He is top notch for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, how many Rimfire competitors are there on the island? Like over 100, you think?
Oh yeah.
Like from new guys to the grizzled veterans, with a cigar hanging out of their mouth and a 4.57 on their hip.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably like regular shooters, maybe like
75,
80 to 100 regulars.
Yeah,
give or take between the ranges.
That's a pretty good scene, yeah.
And then there's like another 100 to 200 that are just kind of they float in,
float out
here and there, and they float out, and they'll be all hot and heavy for 6 months. Then they start caring and realizing that It's going to take a lot of work to get better and
Yeah.
fade out.
Oh man, it's practice, man. It's practice. It's structured
Yeah.
practice. It's thousands and thousands of rounds, and you got to become a different person. It can't be. I know when I'm in competition training, it's like I'm part of that ADHD is like that hyper focus. It's like everything else goes by the wayside,
Right.
But it's fun. It's fun to see the progress, occur, and then you hit that plateau,
Yeah.
and then you grind it. Sometimes you never get past that last plateau, and you can only do with so much with what you got.
Yeah, it's nice to get into that zone, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I've shot matches where I'm like, oh, not my matches, right? I've shot other people's matches where I've been able to practice and spend a little time behind the gun, and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm like in the top 5. Like, this is exciting. When I shoot my own matches, when I'm just in mid-pack all the time. Like, it just
too much going on.
Too much going on. Too many things.
I know. Yeah. I got a chance to shoot a match 2 weekends ago. It was nice. We had 20, 25 people out, so it was a smaller match.
Perfect.
All laid back. Everybody was there. We had 3 squads. Just jump in and shoot a match. So much fun. So much fun. I miss those days. I miss those days.
And it's a great size too, right? If you get like, I like to keep it like 6 to 8 people on a squad.
Yeah.
You don't want the squad to get too big because then people start talking.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, is it my turn to shoot?" I'm like, "Oh, dude."
those chatty Cathy squads.
Moon.
Yeah.
And it's like not just chatting within your squad. They're like 4 stages down, chatting with your buddy.
You got to put like you could put a squad mom on there.
Yeah.
Just eyeballing those guys. Keep it moving. Who's up? Who's next? Who's in the hole? Get your gear. Where's your gear? Get your back.
Yeah. People don't get that. Like the match director is like, you're watching the flow.
Yeah.
You're counting your stages. It's like, oh, well, can we just put so and so on this one, or can we just add this? Like, hang on. No. Not if you want to leave before it gets dark.
It's not. We should do match director's pet peeves episode. We'll just get all the MDs on and just bitch and whine. And there's that other guy. That guy that never has the right stuff, or never wants to shoot
the right stuff, but he's lost it. He brought the right stuff, but he can't find it.
Yeah.
How many more magazines can he lose?
Or the gamer. It's a basic prone stage. Can I shoot it standing? Sure, buddy. Shoot it standing. Whatever.
Or just leave your bolt at home. That's good.
You've
been dry firing your Rimex and you took out the firing pin?
Okay.
Let's just go nuts without your firing pin. Like, you name it. I just give up.
That's why I have a backup gun for the backup gun.
I do. It's I got a Tika TX1 that had the guys at Gunsmoke spin me up a benchmark barrel for it.
Nice.
And it is a tack driver.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, in an XRS.
What barrel length did you go with?
24 on that. Oh no,
24,
I'm gonna stand corrected. 22. 22. But it's a one. I would say it started off as like a 1 1/8, like a 1.125, and there's a slight taper on down to like a 0.9 at the barrel. But the thing's still like an axle.
It's like an MTU chunky.
Yeah, she's quite a beast. But I think it's only, with my weights and everything in my glass, I think it only weighs in around 18 and a half pounds.
That's not bad. That's almost svelte.
Almost.
Like 17 is like that magic threshold that once you cross that, it's just a pain.
Yeah.
You're in there. You're in there. Like 22 pounds is like, I can't pick this up. Like at the end of the day, you pick it up off the line. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's like Thor's hammer.
You want to make sure your freehand stage is the last one that people shoot, right? That's always.
Yeah, people hate it. People always complain about the offhand stages or some unsupported buffoonery that Rick puts up there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's all part of that Maple Street heritage, man. At the end of the day, we're all riflemen.
Yeah, that's a fundamental. You got to be able to shoot free.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case, you can lean against a post if you need to. Not during a match, but if you're hunting or doing something like that, it's freehand.
freehand. It's the ultimate skill. Stand up and deliver. You don't like it? You suck at it? Practice.
Exactly.
Practice.
Get some weights.
You practice. Yeah. Get some weights or get an 18-pound rifle. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Or for that day, you're gonna bring out the Woodstock one, not the fully weighted ACC Elite.
Exactly.
But they are nice to shoot though. When you've got it perfectly balanced on a barricade, oh man,
Oh yeah.
it
just walk away from it, right?
Tack driver, yeah. It's just I just have
put it
to
there and just
put one in the chamber and boom, yep. That's it.
Good to go. All right,
good to go.
Well, we'll wrap her because I think people are probably going to get bored.
No, I don't think so. We are what they listen to while they're reloading all their centerfire rounds.
Wow, really?
We're what they fall asleep to. This is that background noise that they, so
Definitely.
Like when I was reloading for hours every week, it'd be, what podcast do I listen to? Everyday Snipers, the one, or Modern Rifleman podcast, or a whole bunch of different
Modern
ones.
Rifleman.
Yeah.
Galen and Philip. Yeah. Those guys were great. Yeah. No, there's some great ones out there as well.
There are. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
All right. Well, thanks guys for coming out. Thanks for coming on. Look forward to hopefully making out the island. I've got a scheduling conflict right now that I got to resolve. But I am planning to get out there, and I will certainly give you guys a heads up. Maybe we can do a Maple Seed or a Rimfire competition academy there, and spend some time on the range together. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you bet. The demand is strong for sure, and of course our single Maple Seed. Well, I guess we have two Maple Seeders bosses now in BC, but he's out till, I think he said he might come back in September with his new hips. So we still might be able to pull off one this year, but a lot of people disappointed right now on the island because we're not scheduling one Maple Cedars. Yeah.
Well, we got to get more instructors on the island. There should be some, but we'll make it happen.
There are, but if you want to do instructor training, you got to go to the mainland.
Yeah.
So again, it's like a $700, $800 trip to go to a 1 day thing up in Penticton.
It will happen. It will happen.
Yeah. Oh, we've got how many? You, me, Brandon, Tony. Yeah, I mean, there's half a dozen guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's half a dozen guys that can easily step up into
yeah,
for sure. I mean, the skills here. It's just like the packaging.
Yeah, we just have to
how we do it.
Bring all the loose threads together.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Yeah, there's definitely a marketplace for it here for sure.
All right, gentlemen. Thanks again.
Right.
Have a great summer. Congrats on Summer Sizzler Part 2 2025.
Should be a good one. Pictures.
Yeah, we'll send you some pictures.
Look forward.
I'm assuming you're not going to drop in like last year, so
maybe you never know. I doubt it. Not this year. Not this year. I'll be wrapping up my work that I need to get done before I take off for the western trip. So
yeah, well, I look forward to seeing you when you're out here. I'll watch the schedule, and maybe we can get up and meet you on the mainland somewhere.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, we'll be at Merritt. The Western Championships are there this year, so that might be good to come up there. Yep.
Well, what dates are those?
Let me. I'll tell you in a second.
Merritt's a great facility.
Merritt, August 2nd.
Oh, okay, so it's a long weekend.
Is it a long weekend? I don't. I just kind of look at it and say,
yes, it's BC Day, long weekend.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
August 2nd. Okay, that's good. We will. We'll spread that around. See if we can get some travelers up there. Maybe make a little posse to come up.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh, Jeff's going to be there. You can have the stormtrooper rifle, Jeff. That'd be awesome.
He'll definitely be the stormtrooper.
Yeah,
I can actually. I'm gonna leak something because hopefully he's not watching this right now, but just give me a quick moment.
He is.
Yeah. So I was on the internet, on the Chinese internets, and hopefully he's not watching. But we've got him. Can we see that? There we go.
Right there.
Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a special prize for Mr. Haney.
Nice.
He's gonna get it.
It'll be there.
We had a Star Wars maple seed once,
Sweet.
way back when. We had Project Maple Seed stickers done in Akbesh. We were all in Imperial uniform.
Oh wow.
All the shoot bosses were in gray
Yeah.
Imperial. Yeah, it was a good time.
That would be
It was a
super
good
fun.
time. It was.
Yeah.
I think it might have been. I think it was May 4th.
Why wouldn't you? Right?
Why
So
wouldn't
there you
you?
go.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, Jen. Thanks again. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
good to see you, Rick.
We'll
For the chat.
Yep. We'll see you. We'll see you all on the firing line. Take it easy, everybody.
Awesome. All right.
Man,
Have a good night.
cheers.
Have a good night,
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.